Welcome,
That's it.
welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ebony Championship Wrestling. Welcome to the podcast where the square circle comes alive and we deep dive everything WWE from a diverse perspective. Tonight, we're going to break down all things that happened on WWE TV, including The Rock's 20-minute promo that he deleted and then re-uploaded once again. So we're going to jump all the way into this one, and I want to hear from the boys tonight. But let's go. ECW, let's get it started. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans across the globe. I am the Jackie Miles, and we are finally back at full strength tonight as Coach Montay joins us on the screen. Follow him on Instagram at Coach Montay24. Also gracing the screen with gracing us with his presence tonight, is our boy, our tribal chief, Griff, aka Griff Nation. You can find Griff on Instagram at GriffNation84 and on X at CGriff84. Also behind the scenes, making it rain still on the 60 and over crowd, is our wise man and my bodyguard, B Dix. You can find him on Cash App at BDix989. Gentlemen, what's going on, fellas? How's everything going? Coach, man, welcome back, brother. It's good to see you. How's everything?
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see y'all. I missed y'all. Everything is everything, man. Like I said, family is good. Got some time in the Vegas Strip, taking care of business. Obviously, having some fun, but missed y'all, man. Rather been here talking wrestling. It's always good to make money, but I missed y'all boys for sure, man. Missed the family. Hey, it's been a while since I've been away from my daughter, so you miss. As soon as I landed, I was ready to come back home. So you know the way that go. But other than that, man, got some business done. Got a chance to see New Edition open up their residency, and kicked it with them that night and have fun. But more importantly, hey, just great wrestling. Never stop watching that. But it's good to be back in the chair and I tell you, I got receipts. I did watch the last episode. I'm coming for y'all. So y'all was coming after a brother because he couldn't defend himself. So I got some receipts on y'all, chumps. So let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. But yeah, miss y'all, man.
Just because you absent, don't mean you exempt from these jokes, brother.
Yeah.
Don't mean you exempt from these jokes.
That's
Griff
all
Nation,
good.
what's going on, my boy?
Hey,
What's going on over there? You all right? What's happening?
I'm all good, man. I'm chilling. I'm just ready, man. I'm glad to have my brother back. I know he was taking care of business, having fun in that strip, kicking it with New Edition, and all that good stuff, man. Jackie, we was on a incredible roll last week, just you and I carrying that torch, and the show must go on. Wiseman in the back, helping us out, with our brother being out. But, besides the jokes and the receipts that's going to come probably later, I'm just ready to have some more fun, man. I'm really excited. I've been excited waiting for this moment tonight. I know it's going to be a lot of great things to be discussed and brought up and questioned on tonight. So I'm just sitting back with my popcorn, my bottle of water, ready to rock and roll, man, and get this going with you fellas, man. And, here we are.
Good deal, man. It's always good to see you, as always,
Sir,
brother.
appreciate it.
Before we jump into it, brother, what you got on, man? What has Chalkline provided us this week?
Hey, man, this is, of course, y'all see I'm all rocked up, Brahma Bulled up for the day. Rocky, Rocky this, Rocky that, Rocky Hollywood. This is the new baby blue, Rocky Maivia, the Rock, the Hollywood jacket. Of course, I'm here to support my boy The Rock on tonight, especially coming off this Thriller of SmackDown last week. Plus, I keep it warm and kind of rain today with the Brahma Bull hat here by WWE as well. So I'm all Brahma Bull rocked up, man. We're ready to get the eyes turn red, and we're ready to steamroll and bulldoze things tonight.
All right, man. Well, let's jump right into it, man. As I said, he had a 20-minute promo, deleted it, and then came back with another one that was even longer than the first. So I would love to get your reactions. to the promo and to Cody's response, gentlemen, as we jump into the wrestling week that was. Coach, man, let's jump in with you, man. Welcome back. What were
Yeah,
your
yeah.
thoughts?
He's having fun. He's on this, the stuff making wrestling cool again. But I think he's just trying to find his groove on on the Hollywood rock stick. Seeing that he had to pivot to it, so he's still trying to, figure some stuff out. I don't know if the first take. I didn't hear the first video, but the 21 the 21-minute, obviously, well, he deleted it, but the 21-minute ended up being better. I don't know if he needed a few takes or whatever. But he's having fun. But it gave, the thing that I liked is that, thank you. Finally tell us your side of the story. Finally tell us what went on that conversation. The 21-minute promo I loved it because he finally told his side of the story. What did you really tell Cody? Backstage, behind closed doors, and we're finally getting to hear his side. So finally, like, giving us some clarity, but at the same time, he fired both of them. Fired both of them up. Hey, talking about his dog. Obviously using his power with Seth, and just explaining, like, look, finally, I'm gonna say my piece. Like, look, y'all really screwed this up. And I said it before, I say it again. Y'all had the best Mania match, the best Mania option, best main event option. To do, to headline this show. But hey, that's just him, firing, hellfire and brimstone venting. But I love every minute of it. Yeah, what you think about it, Griff?
Man, I was all for it. We know the history of The Rock. Going back to when he started really getting phenomenal on the microphone, he always had the long segments, the long thing. Going back to the Attitude Era when he had that long 25, 30-minute, what was that? This Is Your Life with Mick Foley. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Rock segments are very long, so that was like totally very expected. But what I like most about that, more than anything, and Coach, I talked to you about this earlier today. I'm looking at the details that's going on in the ring while he's shooting that promo. I'm looking at Roman, one time he looking disgusted, and the other time he's kind of like, all right, are we going somewhere? Heyman's sitting there looking like, okay, this is The Rock. But I'm looking at Solo and I'm looking at Jimmy. And I'm looking, Jimmy's having so much fun if y'all paying attention. Like, it's just like he's having this fun, like, man, I'm in this ring with my big cuz Rock. And I never had this moment. Like, long as I've been in WWE, I have never had a moment when I was in the ring with big cuz shooting these promos. Too bad for the bro over there on Raw that could have been here, but that's another story. But Jimmy's having a great time with this. And I see Solo's trying to not lose his character trait, because there was a couple times he tried to break the smile as well too, man. But man, I love that promo. I love how it's getting real. I love how The Rock is clapping back to the audience. Rock, one thing with The Rock, he does his homework. He does to see, like, okay, what's this city about? What's one thing that this city is really bad at that I can really target and hit and get under their skin, which was great. But, the fans love that. Of course, you got some crackhead Karens and methane Marys that he called it out there that was probably complaining, like, oh, he needs to apologize or whatever. I said, no, he don't need to apologize for nothing. Like, y'all don't want to cry for this the moment it happened. Then you want him to apologize when he go the other direction. So, no, man, I'm loving this, man. I'm excited to see what you're going to do this Friday in your backyard, Coach.
Excited. Yeah. What you think, Jack?
What's up with you?
I'm intrigued to see how he navigates a new world, essentially, when it comes to WWE, because when we think about it, we're 20 years from a real Rock run. Yeah. And so social media really wasn't a thing when The Rock was doing his run last time. And so it's interesting that, like, I laugh and joke about the 20-minute part of that, but, like, he's trying to figure out, like, how do I be a heel on social media and in the ring. And so it's just interesting to watch him navigate what that looks like, and watch him kind of thrive in this new environment and this new society. I love this heel Rock, and I look forward to seeing what actually comes of this. But I don't like the thought of them performing on both nights. To me, it's gonna ruin the thought of both nights. And so I don't know how you guys feel about it, but them performing night one and then night two. What do you think, Coach?
y'all mentioned that good point last week because talking about Seth and Drew McIntyre's match being overshadowed with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I don't obviously them coming, and doing the head that that commercial, that shoot, that them coming face to face was all for this moment. But now once again, Seth is gonna feel slighted. I I don't I kind of just rather had Cody and Rock just go at it one on one and have that stipulation, rather just let them figure it out and have that stipulation going into the next night. But now, yeah, here we are. Obviously the story is being told that Seth is not paying attention to Drew, and then hey, you better focus over here. So you got that dynamic there, and then Cody finally accepting Seth's help because now isn't it all funny now that the former foes are now friends? But that's typical WWE writing. But I'm with you. Hey, it should have been Rock and Cody. I think it would have been more exciting just to have them let Cody do a one-on-one match versus getting and let Seth continue to have that main event spotlight. I agree with you, Jackie, on that. It definitely marred it a little bit. What you think, Griff?
Couple things, Coach. I kind of alluded to last week on the show where I kind of said the same thing with Cody versus Rock, and maybe the Rock would get under Cody's skin and kind of force him to put his Royal Rumble contendership on the line,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever wins that match faces Roman for night 2. Although
Yeah.
Seth is still going to be in the main event for night 1, if this approves. I mean, I'm with this story, I'm just waiting to see what happens on Friday because,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
if Cody does flip the script and change and say, you know what, since I'm here, I thought about this all the way to Friday. The tag match sound good, but how about just me and you one on one? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that could happen. We never know. But I looked at it from this standpoint too. Even with that stipulation, what was the purpose of that stipulation? Because if you have that
Mm-hmm.
stipulation, are you trying to really, really, really like challenge Cody and really get this story going? But also too, I was thinking this could be that way. Remember, I said this too, gentlemen, numerous of times in previous
Mm-hmm.
shows that before Roman relinquished that belt, he has to defeat Seth. And what if this is a moment where he finally get that pinfall with Seth in this tag match, and now we got some bloodline rules going to night 2.
Are we really counting that though? Like, are we really saying like him defeating Seth in a 2-on-2 is him
Mm-hmm.
defeating Seth? Are we really counting that?
I
Technically,
say
it's
no.
not the. I technically wouldn't. I would rather see a one-on-one situation.
Right.
But how much time will be left for a Roman and Seth story to happen if that's the case? I think just to beat the purpose, they could slip that in there. But if it was up to me, and I agree with Coach too, like I'd rather see it a one-on-one situation that mean
Yeah.
more than just a tag match situation.
Sure. I think
Yeah.
we all would.
What's your biggest beef, Jackie, with the 2-on-2 with the tag match?
It
Like,
degrades
cause yeah.
it does two things for me. One, it degrades Seth's championship and it makes it seem like
Mm-hmm.
it's not worth anything.
Not important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, it degrades night or the whole night 1, night 2 thing because you're
Mm.
putting more the same people on both shows. So
Yeah.
now the people who were supposed to be getting that time, the reason you went to 2 different nights, are still not getting that time. So now what are you going to
Right.
do? Are you going to make it longer and then we're going to have to make it a whole weekend of WrestleMania? Like, just because now you're putting more people on the
On
consecutive
night
night.
one.
Yeah, right? Like, so if Seth, Cody, Roman, and all of them fight night 1 and then turn around and fight night 2, that's a match that we could have got from somebody that's back in catering. Not to say that like somebody deserves it or whatever. I'm not fighting that battle right now. I'm
Right.
just saying
Right.
like
Right.
we could have handed that spot
There
to
was.
somebody else because the
Mm-hmm.
storyline, like what seemed like a really good storyline, now seems forced and now seems kind of jumbled, and we don't really know what's happening. And maybe that's just again us not knowing
Mm-hmm.
what's happening.
Yeah, no, I concur with that because now you're in a situation where you're putting Drew and Seth for night 2 and a possible either night 2 opener or the match right before the main event now. with this tag match, highlighting the night one main event. So that does takes everything away and pushes it forward. Like it
Yeah.
feels kind of like it's forced. Like, okay, this is what we had set for. Now we got to put this on night two, where night two kind of going to be pretty much stacked. So
Yeah. I thought about this. I was thinking the only way they can maybe right this wrong is maybe because Seth is known as the workhorse. You know how the way some dudes, they fight on the same night. Maybe this tag team match isn't the main event. Maybe they do something early in the program to where they let Seth, they let Seth fight early, and then they give him that spotlight, to end night one. Maybe they let him go twice, in that night. You know what I'm saying? To still let him put him in that slot.
I don't think you guys understand. Like, it doesn't matter the slot. Like, it doesn't matter if it's the beginning of the match. It doesn't matter
Right.
or the night. It doesn't matter if it's night one or night two. It's still taking away somebody's slot
Yeah,
because they're
yeah.
wrestling twice.
yeah,
Right? Like, it doesn't matter where it is on the card. It just matters that it is on the card. Right? So
Mhm.
instead of getting, I don't know, like instead of getting Imperium versus New Day, we're getting Seth and them twice. Right? And so
Yeah, yeah.
we're taking an actual spot from somebody in this instance. Like if it was just the normal
Right.
card and it was just like this is what the night is, and like we're just gonna push forward with what we have on the card, that would make more sense to me to have the two things. But we created this 2-night situation so we could get more people on the card, so that we could have a better quality of card.
Mhm.
And now we're
Yeah,
using
yeah.
the same people, and to me it doesn't make sense.
correct.
Gotcha,
Correct.
gotcha.
So
Yeah,
obviously,
we'll figure
like
it out. Yeah.
The Rock's whole 20-minute situation, plus now we have the promo that's in the ring. We get a response from Cody and Seth saying that they're down for this whole situation. I don't know what the bloodline rules are going to be in that situation, but what are your predictions as far as where we're going with this whole match?
I say it like this. This is my thoughts with the whole match. You got two stipulations, and what I'm looking at, my question is if Cody and Seth loses, and now the bloodline is all over the place, interfere in the match, is this the way to like, okay, if you're going to end this story, you got to go through all this turmoil and hell to get this story? I can see that aspect. But also, too, if Cody and Roman does face one-on-one with no bloodline involved, it's a 50-50 now, because either now we get to see Roman and Cody one-on-one, but then I'll go back to Clash of the Castle with that Drew McIntyre and Roman match. It's probably going to be someone we least suspect, or someone not in the bloodline, or a new member getting ready to join. Somehow is going to interfere, and Roman wins the match again, between the two. So that's how I look at both of those. If Cody and Seth does not get the job done in that tag match, and the bloodline have they ruling, I think this could be a way that he has to go through a whole bunch of hell and go through everybody to finally get that will captivate his story and him finishing the story. That's what the whole plan is.
Coach?
Yeah, it's the We Want Cody movement. The Cody crybabies have asked for too much. For it has to go a certain way. I do see them. I do see Cody and Seth winning. On some other stuff, maybe between the Rock and Roman, because obviously that promo and the hug and him acknowledging that the tribal chief, obviously there are so many layers there. We're going to continue. Obviously, we'll unpack that, but that's the beginning of the story. That's the beginning of their story. So I predict that it's going to be some type of shit that's going to go down between those two, which cost them the match. Cody and Seth go over. Then you have Cody and Roman still looking for, now he's under those stipulations of where there can't be any bloodline. I think that The Rock himself might cost Roman the match. So that's just by him that nobody never interrupts The Rock in his, if you smell stick. I think that was the first time I ever seen that. So that's part of the storyline. That's something that's storytelling there. That's a reason. But yeah, that's gonna bring them some heat, and I think there's gonna be some friction in this match that's gonna set that up for
You know,
sure.
we keep predicting that there's going to be like somebody turning in this situation. What if
Hmm.
this is the storyline? What if the bloodline is the bloodline? Like why like
Yeah,
what
yeah,
if
yeah.
this is where we're headed and they're heels,
Right.
right? And
Yeah,
this is just what we get. Like we're expecting The
yeah,
Rock to turn because we want that.
yeah.
But like what if
And
this
my
is just
yeah,
what we got?
and my answer to that, Jay, no, good, no, that's good. Either way, but my reasoning was this whole WrestleMania season before Cody even run the Royal Rumble, we all knew that Rock wanted this match. This match was eventually going to happen. So
No, but yeah, like
yeah,
we
yeah,
wanted it. But
yeah,
like at
right,
no
right, right.
point did anybody say, did nobody
So
at no point from WWE did they come out and say, this is
has
where
to be
we're
Rock and
headed,
Roman.
Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. That's what we wanted. That's what we predicted. That's what we thought the
Yeah,
storyline was
yeah.
headed to. But like I'm not saying that you're wrong when you're saying
Hmm.
what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, what if this is where we're headed? What if it's just their heels? That's the bloodline. Let's like what mischief can we get into
Yeah,
with The Rock being now in the bloodline? Griff, what you think?
yeah. That's good.
I did a little research on Samoan culture, a little bit too, and
Hmm.
here's one thing that came to mind with me. You have your tribal chief, but what if The Rock pulls him out the sleeve and say, "I'm the High Chief"? Remember who his grandfather was, the High Chief. So you have
Hmm.
two different chiefs. The High Chief is more the powerful chief that anoints the tribal chief. So this could be a plot up the sleeve too, where we
Hmm.
could see Rock go into that High Chief like his grandfather, Peter Maivia, and
Griff.
overrule Roman, not calling for it, expecting it's going to happen, but could overrule and probably have the whole bloodline itself kind of like under his pocket to turn on Roman in some case at that point too. So I kind of looked into that as well too. That, and and like I told you earlier today, Coach, I think we in the top of the fifth inning in this story. No matter what happens and the outcome is of WrestleMania, whether Roman lose the title or he retains the title, this bloodline story I think is going to go to off the roof on different occasions. And I know we'll get to that topic in a minute, man, between the twin brothers here in a second, but I'm even looking at that storyline. That's still part of a storyline, although Jay is not with the bloodline, but that's still another story in the saga. So it's like, again, going back to the whole Marvel, you have your Avengers, everybody come together, but then the Avengers go away and they have their own separate entity. So to answer the question, I think The Rock might have something up his sleeve. Not saying it's going to happen at Mania or not, but that whole tribal chief and high chief been playing factors in my brain that he could put some on his sleeve and call the high chief shots and might had Solo and Jimmy under his wing the whole time and just playing the trick on them.
Okay, well, let's
Hmm.
switch over to Jimmy and Jay, and
Okay.
let's discuss that because it's very clear that Jimmy does not want Jay to ever be successful. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are our thoughts? What are our thoughts on the brother versus brother situation? Griff, you're finally getting what you wanted. Is this the storyline that you had in mind?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not going to be a one-hitter quitter storyline either. This is not going to be a one-and-done WrestleMania match. I think this is going to continue afterwards as well. And, you have to look at the brothers like Jimmy. He was the prime queen. He was the man. He was always overshadowing Jay, and I think this is like a redemption time for Jay to like say, okay, I'll tell y'all like looking down on me. The family looked down on me. Daddy did this. Daddy did that. Roman was doing this to me. You're doing this to me. Every time I try to get a good match in, you come out of nowhere and stop me. But the key thing Jimmy said was, man, listen, you might be big, but I'm always the big brother. So that told me that the big brother is always going to take all your moments, no matter how close or how hard you work for it. So now it put the pressure on the main event gimmick now, the main event Jay, that, hey, you know what, here's your moment now, man. Like, show
Yeah.
us, and show the world, like, man, that you tired and go AWOL. Like, I'm calling for it, man. Go AWOL, man, and show your big brother, like, what you about, man. Pull that jockstrap up and put them nuts up, man, and then let's go to work, Doc. Like, it's there. Like, he coming out interrupting. He coming on your show, costing you the match, and I'm tired of seeing you losing to Drew. You had him, but then here he comes. You know what I'm saying? So shut that down.
Yeah. Only thing to this story, they just got to start getting busy on the mic. I'm ready for them to start saying stuff like, okay, verbally get us invested on why this is going to be a must see match at Mania. Like it's time for them to
Right.
get busy on the promo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's clear. We've been waiting. We said this, Jackie. You said this over and over again on the show. We've been waiting since SummerSlam. To hear something on why you've been hating on them. Like, what's the real deal? Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You've been beating them up. Actions speak louder than words. But it's time for y'all to start telling the story. I mean, I get it. He eating all this. I mean, main event. I'm like, let's get y'all. Y'all flamed him a little bit. Y'all flamed him a little bit last week. I'm not. I'm gonna stay off, but let's start taking you serious. Let's kind of. I agree with y'all. As y'all said this last week on the show, as I listened, yeah, damn right. Like, hey, you ain't nothing main event about you right now, homeboy. So let's start figuring it out. And so
Yeah,
you
man.
need this feud. You need this feud. Let's start getting
It's
busy on
all
the mic.
good, bro, man. Griff, continue to root for your boy Pre-Show
Yeah.
Uso, and
Pre-
Absolutely.
oh, it's pre-show Uso now.
yeah, Pre-Show Uso, and
I'm with you,
yeah,
brother.
you and these
Oh, he will
glasses.
I'm
get the
with you, brother.
glasses. I knew he's gonna get them damn
I don't
I'm
know
glasses.
with
if
you,
you.
brother.
Yeah, I was wondering if you
I
saw
knew
that,
he was
Coach.
gonna
I
get
was
them.
wondering if you, if
Oh
that
man, oh
graced
man.
your screen when I okay when I saw.
I was wondering, like,
But this
bro,
is
what?
but this goes back to my question about the bloodline, in
Mm-hmm.
just a sense that like maybe we're just evil and we don't have to explain ourselves, right? Y'all are calling for them to speak on the mic. Y'all are calling for The Rock to turn and like go face, I guess you're saying. But like, and that man said, "Fuck your story." Like, you don't come back face from that. You don't just turn on
No.
Roman.
No,
Like, this is not about Roman.
yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get y'all to understand. Like,
It's about him and
when I
Cody.
asked y'all the question, this isn't about Roman. He ain't said nothing about Roman. There has been nothing that has pointed towards Roman except the little finger thing. And maybe we just don't know that Rock don't know how to hold up his finger. Let's go with that, because at this point, I don't see anything that says Rock and Roman. Everything points towards let's beat up let's beat up
Beat
Cody.
up
I
Cody
always get that
Rhodes.
confused.
Uh,
But so I don't see the Rock Roman thing anymore. And like, he said he wanted
I see that.
on a grander scale. And like, what if we're, like you said, we're in the fifth inning, Griff? Like, what if maybe like the fifth inning doesn't include Rock and Roman? Maybe that's still in the ninth inning and we're not quite there yet. So that's why I don't understand, to tie it back to Jimmy, like they're just
Mhm.
happy to do like dumb and stupid stuff, right? Like him and Solo showing up on Raw, like absolutely. Like,
Right.
why not? Because we just want to be heels. Maybe we don't need to talk about it yet. Maybe let's just
True. True.
enjoy being true heels for a while.
True. But and I was piggybacking on a solid point you made when this feud first came to fruition with the first beatdown. Jimmy, explain yourself, and I was saying you're right. So yeah, most heels, you're right, Jackie. Most heels can do silly shit. Do what they do, be bad guys, have fun with it. But if any match of substance, any match that's going to tug at heartstrings, and if you want to play a sympathy card for Jay, or if you want to, or this feud can set him up, propel him, to higher heights than what he is. He's let's hear the twin story. That's
You
all
you
I'm
don't
asking for.
you don't feel sympathetic for Jay?
Not right now, no.
No. This man has had at
It's
least
just
3 title shots taken from him.
and
You
he's
don't feel sympathetic about
oh,
that?
since you put it that way, yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like,
yeah. No, no, no.
what's
Yeah,
understood ain't got to be explained, right? You ruined my title shot. Now I got to lay hands on you. We don't have to
right,
talk about it. We don't have to
right.
talk about it. After the first one, I'd have showed up on Raw or on SmackDown like, hey,
But the
come on out here.
but
Like, there's nothing to talk about. Let's go ahead and fight this
I,
out.
you make a good point about that. I'm maybe I'm disappointed because he hasn't said enough. I think that's kind of what he hasn't. He's been fighting. He's had these feuds with Drew. Who else he's fought on Raw? But he hasn't mentioned Jimmy yet, or they talked about it offline, or he did an offline interview, but he hasn't done anything on screen. That's the only thing I'm disappointed on.
Well, he communicated with his face. If you look at his facial expression, go back to the Rumble when Jimmy
Mhm.
Music hit. His face communicated non-verbally, like, what the F you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like, I don't want to be. I said it. I don't want to be around you. He's selling and telling the communication, dude. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be around you. And it's leading to every time he has a big moment. Here you are, right here interrupting. Here you are doing this, and to this point, ain't nothing to be said. Now, okay, you cost me these times. That okay, I got to show up on your show. Even if they showing you on social media walking in with your suitcase on, I got at least just jump on your back and just tack you in the garage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with that. You know, give something going. Yeah, you got to throw hands. Toss them on the car. You know what I'm saying? Like,
something has to happen. There has to be repercussions, and we really don't have to talk about it. Like, I understand what you're saying, Coach. Like, you want to flesh the storyline out. The storyline is there already. Like, you know the details. You know the tail of the tape. You know one side versus the other, and you understand why we here and what got us here, right? And so we don't have to talk about it. And like cash me outside, like one of those types of situations. Is he in the is Jay in the Intercontinental title gauntlet this week?
I don't think so.
He is not. He's not.
See, I'd have rather seen him in that, right? I understand.
Right.
I understand we got to push, your match, Griff, but I wanted to see him in that, You keep saying main event Jay, but I keep seeing you in the pre-show. So like, who is in this title match? Who's in this IC title match?
You have Chad Gable, Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Shinsuke, Bronson, and I'm missing somebody. Last one.
Early predictions, gents.
I know I'm missing somebody. Sami Zayn's gonna come out of this.
Oh, JD.
JD. Oh, no wonder. He's not important. No wonder I forgot about him.
Oh,
damn, not important. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. What JD do to you?
Yeah, I said it. JD. Well, it's what JD ain't doing. Hey, it's what JD ain't doing for his own. For his own faction.
I think he's holding his own in his faction, right? Like, I think we've gone from he doesn't belong or he, is he going to be let in to now, man's fully in and even like R-Truth can't even take his spot right now. Like,
damn. That's true.
Truth tried. Okay, so you said Sami Zayn was taking it. Early prediction, Sami Zayn was taking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sticking with Sami for me.
Y'all made a great point last week too about him playing an unnecessary underdog role. That was I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I don't even want him to win this. Like, I don't want him to win this.
He got too big of a resume to be playing that. Like, let's just say, you're okay. You had injury. You haven't been the same since your boy went over to SmackDown. Okay, you trying to hit reset, and you lost some matches along the way. His fire feud was with Drew before obviously he went to the world title picture. That was a feud right there. That really would have been the Fire Mania match, but I guess we'll wait for that one. Because go ahead, Griff.
Let me say this. I'm gonna bring Jackie to the carpet on this one. I'm going for Sami. Now, if Sami doesn't win, will I be disappointed? No. I'm bring you to the car because I remember you been very big and hyped on this guy. And my question is, this time around, we seen what the first go-around was on Raw back in September, I think it was.
Yeah, I already know where you're going.
And he's the favorite from what I've seen on the internet, and I kind of got a feeling deep down outside of Sami, this might be the guy that's going to go to WrestleMania. So I got to ask you about your boy Gable. How you feel about it?
I think it comes down to those two.
That's why I put the twos up.
And I think this is how we get Sami Zayn further into an unnecessary underdog story. But it's going to be a good match between the two, or at least my prediction is that it's going to be a good match. And I'm with Gable winning it. I don't want Sami Zayn to win it. And if that makes me a hater, fine. I'll take being a hater on this one.
So are you saying he can't get 2 feel-good stories in a row at WrestleMania?
Nah, because this one seems forced. Like I was good with the last one. Like, he worked for the last one.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
that's
true.
Like
it seems like we're just going off the remnants of that last run. And it's like, oh yeah, you remember Sami Zayn? Like, and now you're trying to, he was a part of one of the most powerful factions in WWE, and now you're going to tell me that he's an underdog? No.
Yeah, that's not believable. Not
No,
believable.
not at all, right? And you're creating
Right.
more of an underdog story in Jay, right? At least all right, there's some reasons for Jay to be as furious as he is. No, you're gonna tell me that Sami Zayn is scrappy now? He was a part of a whole group that was beating everybody ass. Now he's scrappy? No, sir. Come on. Make it make sense from the last one to the next one. Make it make sense. You know how I feel. That's all I'm saying.
He did fall hard off leaving the island wise, man, for sure.
Big time. He real hard fell off.
Oh,
Yes, big time. Big time.
Gilligan's Island type shit. Yeah.
Man, he was irrelevant for quite some time. But that's not a reason for me to be oh, now come on, Sammy, you can do it. No, you always could do it. You did it at some point. Now give me something new.
Right. The new might be, and I'm gonna let you before you go to the next point, but I know Griff pushed for this. The new might be the heel turn. That's because if he loses Jackie, if he loses a Gable, it's inevitable. He could turn heel, which is
because then that sends him and Gable into something for WrestleMania, right? Him turning heel on anybody in that situation forces has to force a rivalry either on Raw or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We have to settle that, right? We have to settle that. So if he is going to turn heel on somebody, it has to be somebody whom he can either face at WrestleMania or somebody that it makes sense for them to fight over the next couple weeks.
I was talking turning heel near Mania as a result of him not getting in the match. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I understand, but same thing, right? Even still, we have to finish that off some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay,
Makes
so
sense.
All right, the predictions are Sammy, so nobody's taking JD in this match. Nobody
cares.
Nobody believes JD can get it done. All right. Okay. Fine.
That's irrelevant.
Fine. I almost texted y'all the other night because one of my predictions came true and I really thought I should talk shit, but I decided not to. Dakota Kai takes over Damage Control. And now we're looking a whole lot different now with Bailey out the way.
You said that back in War Games, man.
Because she has to be the mouthpiece. And sure enough, she steps right up with the mic and as of a promo as it was, we're trying. We're trying.
Wait, is mid? Hold on, wait. Is mid? Is sub under mid? Right?
I was gonna say you said mid. That means middle. No. As Sub-Zero as this
sub
was,
under mid.
as bad as this was, we're headed in the right direction. Somebody got to talk shit for the group. That's all I'm saying. Griff, what are your thoughts on Damage Control?
Not surprised. We all called it. We all called it. We all predicted that the Coyotes were going to attack it. It didn't go the way that we called it to be, but we knew that it was going to be a 4-1 situation. I like it. As far as the faction, it's something different, new. It's kind of the mentor did their part, and now the students turned on the mentor, and the students are going to go away, and see what they can do and learn from the mentee. But this puts a lot of pressure on Bailey if you look at it, man, because you're going on a 4-1 situation. You're going in with the pressure going to WrestleMania, your first singles main event. And you got 3 other outcasters on top of EO you got to deal with. However, with this 4-1 situation, while we're on predictions, this could open up a door for a return for an old friend, one of her besties to come back.
Are you saying Sasha Monet?
Yes, I am.
Sasha Monet.
I remember calling that one. Yes, I am. And going back, and I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember I once mentioned will this be a story that leads into a Sasha return? to team with Bailey to help her, come back with the Kabuki Warriors and Damage Control.
Was Sasha a part of that situation that put the Kabuki Warriors out the first time? Or was that just Bailey?
I was just thinking about that. Was just Bailey.
I think it was just Bailey.
Okay. So what's your connection here that brings Sasha in? Or Sasha Monet in?
Sasha Monet, yeah.
Can't leave Bailey off. You can't leave Bailey off 4-on-1. I mean, you ain't gonna see Bianca in this situation to help. You ain't gonna see Naomi in this situation to help her out.
Well,
you ain't gonna see Tiff Stratton help her out.
You know who's teased to help her, Griff. You know who's teased to help her. It's Jade.
I was gonna get her. I was gonna get here too. But I was gonna make a quick point about Sasha. Only reason I went with her, not just for the friendship, but Sasha and Kairi also had ties in Japan as well too. So there's a lingering story between those two that's lingering as well too. But yeah, I did see the tease with Jade as well. That could be it's been teased that she could be a factor in this too. But in the meantime, man, right now, man, Bailey's got a lot of stuff to figure out because she got a lot on her hands in Philadelphia in the next few weeks.
Coach, thoughts on Damage Control?
Organic story from the beginning. I think it was one of the better stories obviously told on the women's side so far this year. Obviously, to Griff's point, the teacher, with the students getting the teacher back, but the beef was there from day one. Kabuki Warriors didn't like Bailey from day one, especially with Kairi. So that was Bailey should have seen that coming. But yeah, she really only had the connection with Dakota and in EO. Then obviously when EO finally got her girls that spoke the language, that was it for her. That's when she that's when she disconnected. But I love the slow burn, man. I'm glad we're here. We're finally here, but now I'm just wondering who's gonna help her. Obviously it's gonna start off 1-on-1, but evidently, they're setting it up for some type of surprise return or somebody that can help her. But because we still got to fit Jade on the card, y'all. So I guess my next question to y'all.
Do we? Because what are we what? 5 weeks out, 4 weeks out, maybe less than that. I know we less than 40 days.
Right,
so
right. If they let her go, my thought was if they let her come Royal Rumble,
give me Charlotte. Let's go.
Let her show up. I'll get out of here. Right. Let her show up on Mania to make some type of impact. I'm not saying she has to have a match, but let her make some type of impact. And then let her, like I said, let her have her first match that Raw after Mania, but at least let her show up in Philly to make some type of impact. That's
I agree. She has to do something. I agree. She has something needs to be done, but it doesn't seem like we're headed in that direction. That's for sure. That's for sure.
So you think they just showed that tease for nothing, or?
No, I think at some point she has to take the title from her. Not from her. Sorry. I think at some point they fight for the title. I just don't think it's right away, and it's like we're slowly pulling her out, and it's like, when are we going to get that going? And you saw EO did not back down. That's what I appreciated about it. I didn't necessarily focus on Jade in that situation. I looked at EO, and EO was like, "What's up? If you want some, please come get it right now. We can fight this out right here."
She did the same thing with Rhea too.
Yeah, she is. I do appreciate she is not running. Now, I do have to question, when was the last time she defended the title?
Man, when I can't remember off the top of my head, that's too long.
I can remember. You talking about EO, right?
Yeah.
On SmackDown against Michin, probably in 2023.
Was it one of them? Was it one of them New Year's specials?
I don't remember, but it was on SmackDown, and Michin was her last opponent for that title.
That's bad.
Boo, 2 months ago, over 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Come on, let's put some legitimacy on this, right?
Yeah,
let's put some legitimacy on this.
2 thumbs down.
We always talk about trash title runs, and not defending your title makes it a trash run. If you're not defending, what are we doing? I'm not saying that this run is trash. Sorry. What I'm saying is like this has the potential to be a trash run if we don't like actually get something going.
Low key, that's
Absolutely.
why I
Hell,
wanted. That's
internet.
why I wanted her to get lower on the power rankings.
Yeah,
Last time we did it,
and I
that's
would
that's
not disagree. I would not disagree.
Yeah, because she had no match at the last PLE she was at was War Games. And then
she
the
was in
last
the
match she did was on SmackDown. I don't know if Wiseman could probably look that up, but Meechin was her last title defense on SmackDown. I'm sure it was either right at the end of 23 or right at the beginning of 24 when she had that match.
the
Has she
So
been
it's been
last.
a
hurt?
minute.
Yeah,
Has she been
I
hurt?
don't.
I
I
don't
don't know. Did she
think
get hurt jumping
so.
out of that Oscar the Grouch trash can? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Right.
I mean, saying that's the last
I
spot we
don't know.
remember.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
last spot we remember,
And that wasn't even a title defense. Let's be
and that
honest.
was
That was War
No.
Games. That was not a
That was
title
War Games.
defense. That was not a title defense.
Dang, it has been a while.
So prior to Meechin, like well before that, then, huh? Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Wow.
I ain't hating. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I
Calling
got a
him to
little
the
gray
carpet.
area there where I could start hating if I wanted to. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Last but not least, gentlemen, the last topic of our recap situation here. What we thought was going to turn into a triple threat is slowly but surely maybe turning into a fatal four-way. Griff, you know I hate on your picks and your takes, you know. So, but I also give credit where credit's due. And the addition of Liv Morgan is a thing. It looks like. So, are we getting that? Are we getting Liv Morgan in a fatal four-way? Griff?
Mm.
Well, it's looking, it's a possibility that it could swerve that way. I won't be surprised if it does go that way. The luck is going to happen. I still prefer the one-on-one match, but unfortunately, even if we don't get the one-on-one and we go into a triple threat situation or a fatal four-way situation, that'd be great as well too. But yes, I think Becky and Liv got a match Monday. Correct. So
Yeah, they do.
something probably could spark off of that match. Whether if it's a Nia interference or Rhea coming out and just like as all three of them going at it, she probably just come out and just like laugh and point the finger like, look at these clowns out here. And then here we are. Okay, we changing it to this
Clowns.
now. But me, I'm just kind of different on this one. Like I said, either way, one-on-one, triple threat, fatal four. I'm not going to be disappointed either way, but I rather prefer my top option to be the one-on-one match, and that because that would have put Rhea over, and she would have been the first person to defeat all four of the horsewomen.
I still don't think they're gonna acknowledge that, bro. I still don't think they gonna acknowledge that. Because you gotta acknowledge that one of them is not there. Like you have to say, like, this person is no longer in this company.
In this company.
I don't know.
You got
like
Griff.
Forbidden Door, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Triple H can say he don't agree with it, but that shit's real. Like whether you want to say it or not. Like,
and you remember, hey, that's really why Naomi eating dong right now. It's because of because they walked out. Right.
You think she?
So,
I don't think she eating right now, bro. I don't think we headed there. Like it is Tiffany Stratton, and you got to build her up a little bit. At some point, she gonna thump her. But...
Yeah. So.
No, like stand on your principle. Like stand on your statement. Hold on,
I'm getting ready.
I'm getting ready, nigga. Like, come on.
I was reading what he said. Here's why I told y'all. Like, and Wiseman, I'm shooting this at you. This is why Naomi's a B+ player. Like, all jokes aside, like, okay, she on the mic. I'm thinking on the mic, pure like WWE star. Not there yet. Like, not there yet.
Nigga, she had like a 10-year career. What do you mean? Yeah,
10-year career.
Keep
no,
going.
I'm assessing her. I'm assessing her before she left.
Keep going.
Assessing her before she left. I think if she changed her, I think if the glow gimmick wasn't a thing, I think if she came a little harder in some areas with her gimmick, I think the mic skills, to complement what she does in the ring. Obviously, yes, booking has a lot to do with it. Yes, she has been booked, terribly, but there's a lot she can do to help that. but then I'm saying my case is by her losing to Tiffany Stratton. I'm like, I understand we gotta build her up now that she's up on the main roster, but I would have liked to
All
see
right.
her win. But
Okay.
that's just my personal gripe with Naomi.
All right.
Like we
So
got to figure it out.
you know how I am about these statements, and you know how
Right.
I gotta ask questions. And you gotta back it
Yeah.
up, brother. So
Right.
what are you changing? What are you
What am I
changing
changing
to
with
make her?
Naomi?
What are you changing to make? Because you're saying she's a B plus, which means
Yeah.
in my mind that's an 89. If I just get
Yeah.
one more thing
If
right on
I
this exam, then I'm then I'm an A
if
minus
I
player. So what is the one thing you're changing to make her from a B plus to an A minus?
go on a solid heel run, lose the glow gimmick, tighten up on the mic.
But
That's a start.
But like, think about when was the last time we actually had like a Naomi run? You know what I'm saying? Like 2016, right?
2017 when she won it in Orlando at 33,
Yeah, when
right?
she won in Orlando.
She had that
So,
run.
and so since then, we really haven't gotten anything of substance from her to say
Right.
she's like we can't put her up on the same tier as like Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch has gotten so much more TV time than what Naomi has gotten.
Right.
Plus a whole walkout situation because they knew that they were worth more
Right.
in that situation than what they were giving. So I don't know how you can say that they're
together. They were cool. Yeah, together. Sasha made that group. Sasha made them. Sasha's a star. But you take away, hey, that's like Michael and Tito.
You can't put, at least Jermaine. You can't put her in Tito.
I'm just being
At
funny, but
least
hey,
Jermaine.
with the guitar, like that's Michael and Tito.
Go
Listen,
ahead, Griff.
okay, let me rewind a little bit. Let's go back to
because I done pissed Wise Man off. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Let me go to 2022 real quick. When they started, Sasha was the one that came out to Naomi's match and was digging her glow gimmick and her match style.
Oh, okay.
Sasha came out the following week, digging the match, digging the entrance, changed the hair color, put in the little beads and everything else. So technically, I think it was more Naomi that created that movement with Sasha. Sasha joined on her, then Sasha creating that. Yeah, Sasha's more the bigger star in the wrestling fan eyes, but technically, she followed Naomi's lead in that whole gimmick, which became the whole Boss Glow thing. Because after Sasha lost that belt or whatever happened, she had nowhere else to go. So the next big thing was, okay, I got to get a WrestleMania match. I got to be on the WrestleMania card. So here we are with the women. What we do with the women's division again? We can't find nowhere solo with them. Let's go ahead and partner them up with somebody and put them in a tag match and put the straps on them.
Like I said, I'm not saying she's on the same tier as like Becky Lynch, because those four horsewomen are definitely on a different breed for sure.
Tier.
When it comes to popularity, as far as like wrestling, I think Naomi stacks up with that. I think Tiffany Stratton stacks up. I think Bianca Belair stacks up. So, but as far as popularity goes, because of what those women did down in NXT and kind of made a name for themselves down there, opened the door for the next group of those women. Yeah, they're on a different tier. So when it comes to mic skills, when it comes to just all around booking, when it comes to TV time, those women got more. But I don't think that's to say that Naomi's less because she got less of that time. And I know we talk about like catering and all of that all the time, but she's not Becky Lynch in them, but at the same time, she's also not like, Nikki ASH and all of that crap. So you know what I'm saying? So it could be worse.
Could be worse for sure.
Could be worse. But with that said, man, let's update these power rankings because clearly some things have happened.
Oh yeah.
Here in WWE, and we need to make some adjustments to this. So let me bring this up and let's see where we're at. All right, here we go.
About my fantasy.
Our power rankings are up, and actually not that much is gonna change. Thoughts?
What was the last time we did power rankings 2 weeks ago, right?
We did them after Did we do them after the chamber or no? Or right
It had to be
before?
before.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did before.
Yeah, before.
So for me, looking at the top 5, I would switch Gunther and Rhea since we didn't do it after the chamber. And Rhea had that big victory against Nia, so I switched Rhea to 4 and Gunther to 5.
My counter argument would be Gunther had a couple of title defenses on Raw.
That's right. He did.
He just did good last night.
He did. You're right.
Dom.
He did.
I understand the pomp and circumstance that was Rhea's return to home, but it was just one defense, whereas Gunther has been quite active.
I totally forgot about Dom last night. I totally forgot about that one.
Yep.
You're
right. Because I was thinking of the one. I totally forgot about Dom last night.
Yeah, that match was...
It was good.
I enjoyed it, and I hope that's the match that we get at WrestleMania. It doesn't look like it, but that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
that's what we was calling for last week.
That's what you. Yeah.
Do our bottom 5, do they remain the same? I know we spoke on Io, but has anybody done enough to kind of move in front of her?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Mr. McIntyre,
Drew.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. Yeah, we can move Drew up. Logan Paul is kind of just chilling out there in his world as he does. And Nia Jax, while taking the loss at Elimination Chamber, still deserves to be up here at the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anybody making a case for Becky Lynch? Okay, great. I was hoping that's where we were headed with that.
You just don't like Becky, bro.
It's not that I don't like Becky.
No, you don't, bro. Just be real. You don't like Becky. We know.
It is not that I don't like Becky, but here's
I was
accused
of being the one that was the Becky Lynch hater.
Yeah, I was gonna say he the Becky hater, not me. Here's my argument about Becky though. It's the same argument that y'all have about Charlotte. Saturation. Like, because she's been involved in so many different things for whatever reason, just because, she's Becky Lynch, it's like, okay, I've seen you too many times. And I guess my quote unquote hatred goes back to the Tiffany Stratton pull. Like, that for me, that was the Montreal screw job of NXT for me. That's how intense
I agree with
took
you.
that.
I had a problem with that.
I took that one.
There was a Facebook screenshot of Becky Lynch, and they showed her last 8. I'm not sure if you've seen this, Griff, but it showed all the manias from the last 8 years and showing Becky Lynch in every one of them. So I'm cool with the Fatal 4-Way because at least she's letting other people in the match. That was that was my honest take on it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's fair. Even I'm saying this. I don't know if that's fair because some of those matches she was in like battle royals. Some of those matches was triple threats, fatal 4-ways. And the same argument could be made of Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? Like on the flip side of that.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't think that's fair. And even I don't feel right saying that. It's like defending Rey Mysterio, but like
oversaturated.
I don't agree with that one necessarily. But all right.
Speaking of Ray returned too. You called that one, Coach. Coach was on that. Ray and Escobar. I quit hating on Ray, yo.
If it wasn't mentioned in the recap,
y'all had the cartel coming out here, Doc. Y'all stop hating on Ray.
You notice it wasn't
for Ray.
Nothing LWO was mentioned in the recap, Griff. So
I know. I just realized. I just totally remember Ray returned when we just started talking about him.
That's all good. I didn't mind not talking about him tonight.
We hit on the important things.
Escobar.
we hit on the important things.
Hey, question for y'all. What do y'all think about Drew hopping in top 5?
Over who?
I would say Rhea.
You think he's done so much to like jump over who is essentially the top woman on the card without a title? I'm just asking. not
No, yeah.
saying
I'm
no.
getting ready to answer the pipe bomb. The pipe bomb parody.
You
promo.
love a good promo. You love a good promo.
Well,
Niggas-
no, because he's
niggas
having
will
fun.
skyrocket up the
Stay
power
on it, bro.
rankings on a promo.
No.
Stay on
He's
the
having
coach.
fun. He's talking. He's in camera. He's wrestling. He's talking in wrestling, and he's having fun. So, with the DM Hunk or whatever DM Punk, Drew's. If this is gonna be his last year under contract, he going out with a bang.
He resigned,
So-
bro. No,
Yeah,
he resigned, so he's good
okay.
for a minute.
I didn't see he resigned.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
he
that was just
resigned
a
last
thought.
week.
Just over the work he's done over the last month. Basically, the save of WrestleMania. That was just a thought.
Griff, thoughts on Griff jumping over Rhea?
Griff jumping over Rhea.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know, buddy.
You know what he
Buddy
meant.
might not
sorry.
like that.
Oh, Drew jumping over
Buddy
Rhea.
might not like
Excuse me.
that one.
Yeah, that was
Excuse me.
I can see it. Just for the fact that and we talked. And I'm gonna tell you, this is my case back up, and we talked about this on last week's show, Jackie, where the difference with Drew is talking the smack and he's backing it up.
Mhm.
And all his matches and things he do, and everything he says he's doing, he go out there and do it and get it done. The closest to the L he recently came up to was last night, but thanks to Jimmy. But I can see Drew slightly moving above Rhea in the number 5 position, all because he is backing his talk up. He is winning the matches. But more importantly, man, we gotta get credit's due, man. He's the second person to get Cody a pinfall since he returned to WWE, and the first person after Roman last year. So that's a tough knot, but yeah, that's my case of if Drew moves up to 5, that's my case of back him up to move him up to number 5.
Okay. We'll move him up to 5, push Rhea to 6 and Io to 7. Does Jay
And the
stay
rest
at
the
number
same.
10?
I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the Maverick.
Ooh.
You're moving him?
I'm just thinking to move him or not to move him. I'm just thinking right now. I'm trying to think who else has maybe done some stuff over, since Elimination Chamber. Because he was on SmackDown last week, right? Not this week. Not this past Friday, but the previous.
Yes. He's sat commentary 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Thoughts on moving Logan Paul, Griff?
I
think Logan remain where he at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he'll be the one to move down behind Rhea. I think the last three.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than some slight movement on the board, nobody comes off. Excuse me. Gunther stays at 4. Rhea drops to 6. Io drops to 7. And Drew Drew jumps up to number 5. So some slight movement on the board, but nothing too crazy. Okay. All right. Let's now turn our attention to the part where Coach said he was just going to eliminate himself from the conversation.
Yeah, that's
Let's turn our attention to the fantasy as we now look at this scoreboard.
Wait. Didn't I have 25 last week when I watched this show?
1 point.
Yeah, you got a point, bro.
You got a point, bro.
You got a point out of it.
Man, y'all might as well just.
Hey, bro.
Y'all might as well just take me off the board.
This your time to bring the receipts, Doc, because I was thinking about donating some points to you last week.
Hey, yeah, he was.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that. So yeah,
my man's was about to turn you into the Make-A-Wish Foundation, bro. Like,
I'll be panhandling them.
That's crazy.
Panhandling for points.
You don't want to meet John Cena. You want fantasy points. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Would anybody
and the number 1 draft pick.
Number 1 started it off with a bang. Let me come out the gate. I'm not gonna get
Listen, man.
The world
Gunther's the
heavyweight
only
title.
reason.
I'm not gonna get the
Yeah.
universal title either. I'm gonna go after the IC title.
Yeah.
Respect. But then
I
you went
went with
after
who-
Mick
yeah.
Foley for some reason. I don't know why. Then you went after Mae Young, Fabulous Moolah, and them. I don't know what you was.
My picks were good at the time until everybody fell off the map.
That's what every football team says every year.
Hey, it wasn't my year, man. Hey,
My
this wasn't
picks
my
was
year.
good at the time, but
They just fell off. No TV time, losing matches.
No.
Everybody taking breaks and vacations. So
well, let's take
I
a
can't
look
win.
and see what coach has on the on
How'd
on his
Eugene get
team.
to travel? Would Eugene?
Oh,
Why not?
man.
Yeah. And coach picked him up, didn't he? That's crazy.
Oh man,
That's crazy. Coach picked him up.
y'all might as well just
Well,
get me
let's
ready for next Mania season. We'll figure it out.
Hey, speaking of manias,
I'll pick some people that's gonna be on TV.
You picked him up in the third round. Oh shoot! All right, give me a second, and I'm gonna pull up coach's team. Go ahead, Griff.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of manias, fellas, man, I have an interesting record that has been unheard of that could probably go down. God willing, I did some little looking up, man, and out of all the WWE superstars and everyone who attended WrestleMania, The Undertaker holds the record for the most consecutive appearances at WrestleMania at 18. Griff is at 17 and can tie at 18 this year and can be the fan that been to more consecutive WrestleManias by next year than any WWE talent that ever contracted with WWE.
Okay. So you going over as going to the most manias.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Definitely the most in Michigan from what he's seeing.
Well, definitely most in SAG, the most in Michigan. Black history, the first black guy ever. All things go well, and they confirm this thing in Vegas next year. What way and what city to break that streak and celebrate?
Okay.
And WWE need to bring the cameras on and put me on WWE Peacock on one of their docuseries and be the super fan episode, because I'm definitely gonna be writing letters about this one.
As you should.
I was gonna say you're gonna let them know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
As you should. Oh Lord.
Oh, here we go.
Now, were these in order? The way I picked them, or you just randomly put them up there?
Yep. As you picked. Yep. As you.
Everybody was hot at the time. Everybody was hot at the time.
Okay.
2 points. 2 points. So that means if I spin, that means Jackie's going to be up 1 point.
What's 1 point?
Yeah. Trust me, I know how much it costs to spin.
Oh, that's right. It's 2 points to spin, and then
it's 12 for the trade.
12 for the trade. There we
go. Yeah.
Let me I'm gonna take a spin on the Party Girls.
Okay, well.
Hey, look at Jackie. Jackie said, "Oh, I'm about to take the lead."
I don't even think it's about taking the lead in this moment as much as it's I probably should spin too.
No, who would you get rid of, Jackie?
Chelsea and Piper.
Yeah, the tag girls.
That's true.
You know them tag women don't last long. Once they lose the belts, bro, they
trash.
They back in catering.
All right. Here we go. Griff wants to spin. I'm debating it as well, but probably depends on what Griff does here. All right, Griff, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go, brother.
Drum
Let's see.
roll. Hmm?
Yes, boy.
Yes, boy.
Oh, sure is.
Yes, boy. Okay. Satisfied with that, Griff? It does not seem so.
So what happens if I have that tag team already?
You got the tag team. You don't have
I
LT.
have the tag team. I don't have the single. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Hmm.
Hmm? Bro, you might
Now
need to
y'all
redo
know
your
how I
will,
feel.
Doc.
Now
Like,
y'all know. Now y'all see
like
how I
no,
feel.
Doc. You can't mix the catering motherfuckers with up here, man. You gotta.
Yep. It can't get no worse. It can't get no worse. You think so? There's some garbage in that wheel. Then if it get worse than that, that's that's better.
That's not bad at all.
That's better. That's actually better than what you had.
I'm gonna take one more for Prince.
Oh,
Yeah, you got the tag, bro. Like I can't. If you
yeah, I
got
got
the
the
tag,
tag.
I can't do nothing with a single.
Yeah,
If he get in a single match, he ain't winning.
he not getting in the singles match.
Come on, drum roll. I don't see nothing.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sooner or later, she's gonna be back on TV.
that's actually okay.
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
All right. All right. So no more spins. Everybody good then? Okay.
Good.
All right. All good. All right. All right, boys. Well, let's close this one out with this final segment as we're continuing down the road to WrestleMania. Things are starting to heat up a little bit, so I'm very intrigued to know where you think things are going to go as we go to spoilers, predictions, and hot takes. Okay, here's how this goes. If for those of you that don't remember, spoilers are things that everyone in the WWE universe agrees with. Okay, everyone. That means that the bulk of us need to agree with the thing you're going to say. Okay. The predictions is something that most people are going to agree with. So let's say two of the three of us are going to agree with this thing. Maybe not the third person. So most of the WWE universe. And your hot take is only you are going to believe this thing. So literally just you in the group or literally just you in the WWE universe. So we got spoilers, predictions, and hot takes. Who wants to jump out there with their first spoiler?
Hey, Coach.
I will. With the way this, well, hey, let's keep it here. We talked about it when the women on the women's side here. The way the story is going. Spoiler: Bailey will be your new women's champion.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that one.
I was on the same page, but I'm gonna go a little opposite. Rhea Ripley is gonna retain the Women's World Championship.
Yeah. That one was actually mine, Griff, because I thought the more people we add to this situation, the more that Rhea is going to look stronger as she comes out of this. Based on what I might categorize as a weak title defense later on in our conversation later. But yeah, I'm with you on that one, Griff. Sorry to take your spoiler there, but that was going to be mine as well.
Well, it's similar to what Roman just went through at Royal Rumble. So
yeah, right. Like the more people we got in the situation, the stronger I look and the better I look. Do you think nobody's going to come to the ring and help Rhea in this situation? Roman for sure, but not Rhea, right?
Right.
Yeah.
She figures it out. She gonna figure it out.
Even better. Okay. Predictions. Something that's most people in this group would agree with, and most people in the WWE universe would agree with. Coach, back to you. Yeah.
My prediction. Okay. Most people agree. I'm gonna go this way that the that the Rock is gonna help Cody win the belt, win the Undisputed.
You and the rest of the Cody Crybabies would agree. Griff, prediction?
I'm going with the fan. Yep.
Jackie, I think you might be on board with me on this one. Hopefully, I'm not taking yours again. I am calling for Damian Priest to cash in his briefcase. Not on Seth Rollins, but on Gunther.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not my prediction, but I actually do agree with that one. I don't want it to happen. I want Gunther to lose it to somebody else. I don't know if bisexual Undertaker is the person that should be taking it from him. But my prediction. My prediction, and
bro.
I don't know if y'all think I'm really gonna go this way, but I really do believe in this one. I think that Drew is gonna beat Seth Rollins straight up. No interference, nothing going on in this situation.
No shenanigans.
I think with all the distractions that Seth is having with night 1, night 2 situation or whatever it is, Drew's gonna surprise him, not roll him up, but like beat him straight up, and then we're gonna flip it, and now Seth is chasing him back. Like, I need my title back, right?
Yeah. It's time for Drew to have his moment. Griff and I talked about it a little bit today. It's time for him to get that WrestleMania people in the stands moment. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Hot take. What's your hot take?
Man, this is actually.
I can jump out there if you want me to, because I'm ready.
Go ahead.
My hot take. Roman walks out of WrestleMania 40 with the title. And I may not be the only one that thinks that, but
Riot.
I'm with you. In Philly too?
There's a riot.
Because
it's gonna be a riot.
I mean, what a swerve it would be, right? What a swerve it would be to just like keep going. Like, forget Cody's story and like building this man up so much, and then just to let him fall once more and again. Like I need Roman to walk out of Mania with the title. I need it now.
I said it earlier, and I'm going to stick with a surprise shocking return from the boss.
Okay. When? At Mania?
At Mania for Bayley.
To help out Bayley. Okay. Okay. Coach, your hot take.
No, it just popped in my spirit. I usually don't do dirt sheets, but it happened to
You
pop
are the
up
dirt
on
sheet king in this group. You keep saying you don't do this, but you are the dirt sheet king.
I don't, but what's crazy? No, what's crazy is that when I pull up my Google, that BS pops up, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't go into the articles, but this one I like laugh. I pause algorithm. A little bit, like, what if?
Go ahead.
No, it must still be all over the place. Really, all I do is pull up Google. Yes, yeah. So it's based on my browser history.
No, like, your algorithm is like, yo, you want more dirt sheet? Here you go. Like, go off, Coach. Here you go.
I think it's because I got Bleacher Report.
Yes.
Anyway,
man, you said wait a minute. Time out.
Right,
you said before COVID that you was deleting Bleacher Report. You still got it at 24.
I only have Bleacher Report for updates on scores. Yes. I only have Bleacher Report for scores.
and
Yes.
WWE updates. Here we
All
go.
All right. So,
Yeah.
hey, bro.
ESPN
Okay,
for
so here's what you
stores.
do.
All right.
Hey, here's what you do for Bleacher Report. Go to
Yeah.
your settings, and somewhere in your settings, just say notification NBA scores WWE off.
Off. True. Because I don't read any articles in there anymore. So
My man be getting all the spoilers in the middle of the pay-per-view. Like, hey, I ain't open it. I ain't open it, but I know what happened. I ain't open it, but I know what happened. Like, shut up, bro. You're like, yeah, we know you know what happened.
man.
Bleacher Report's telling you. All right, go ahead, coach. You don't get into the dirt sheets, but your prediction.
That's funny. If they, well, obviously they're Mr. Dirt Sheet. Ronda Rousey comes back to screw Becky.
Ronda Rousey
to set up a match that they never had.
Wow. Ronda Rousey coming back.
She signed with AEW, didn't she? Or Ring of Honor?
Yeah, but that was a while back.
But she'll be in town though. She's scheduled to be in town though, because she's part of that WrestleCon thing. So
damn.
Never say never.
Think about that. You go yeah, right. You go from the main event of WrestleMania to WrestleCon,
to Ring of
bro.
Honor. Speaking of WrestleCon, y'all didn't. Hey, while he's laughing, one more thing for the viewers. Come
on, bro. Like, for real.
R.I.P. Hey, R.I.P. to my boy Virgil.
I mean,
oh yeah, man.
I mean,
the funniest story ever. So
listen,
that one kind of hurt my heart a little bit.
I know I couldn't even hate. Like, I saw the post and I was like,
that one kind of
like
that one kind of hurt.
Normally,
my heart.
I would hate
interactions
this moment.
with this fool.
So the story goes. The story goes. We pull up in Florida. We go into the hotel before we go to like our Airbnb or whatever. And so we go into the hotel. We go in and we walking in. Out comes this big black dude.
This is Mania 33, y'all. This is Mania 33
I'm sorry.
in Orlando.
We in Orlando. We're in Orlando, getting ready for WrestleMania, right? And out comes this big black bald-headed dude. And we like, hey, that's Virgil. And we like, yo, like, you know, like, we grew up on Virgil, so we like big fans of Virgil. Like, we like, hey, not knowing who Virgil truly is. So we like, hey, let's get a picture. So, you know, like, you see the picture on our Instagram, and it's me and Virgil. We take a good picture. Coach takes a good picture with it. And Coach's wife, Danielle, is also with us. And he like, hey, yeah, come get in the picture.
Yeah. Shut up, D.
And so he takes a picture with Danielle. And I don't know why. We like taking the picture behind the camera, of course. And all we see is like his arm go around her. All right, picture, cool. And then like he has her like in like a headlock. All right, picture, cool. A little less cool, but all right. And then all of a sudden we see like Danielle like tapping out. And we like, hey bro, what the hell is you doing? And this man is like putting Danielle in like a chokehold as we're standing there. And we're like, bro, if you don't take your hands off this man's wife, bro. So like we have like mixed feelings towards Virgil, but nonetheless, rest in peace. You know, we were fans until you put his wife into a chokehold. And so
right.
Yeah, bro, that was weird because I was like, hey, who?
His name is Mike. We exactly said Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Yeah, man.
In actual curiosity.
Oh man.
Man.
All right, man.
That's story forever in infamy. WrestleMania history.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the man's rest in peace, Virgil. Yeah, bro. But nonetheless, Ronda Rousey goes from WrestleMania main event to WrestleCon. And
hopefully back to my hot take that only I believe.
You know, hopefully back, you know, bouncing back like a rubber ball, you know. Hopefully coach sees it and you know, hopefully this isn't like a coach fantasy moment where this could go either way. This if this is coach's fantasy team, this could go either way. But let's go ahead and get on out of here, man. This has been fun tonight, man. This has been a good time.
Mr. Dersh, man.
Mr. Dirt Sheet.
Mr. Dirt Sheet.
I promise you I haven't read a Dave Meltzer article in years, so yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Man.
I have not read a Dave Meltzer article in years, so I promise you.
Oh my God.
All right, well, Mr. Dirt Sheet, man, let the people know where they can find you, man.
It's Coach Montay 24, not Mr. Dirt Sheet. Yeah, Coach Montay 24 at IG. Going to SmackDown this Friday night. Got my ticket today.
Hey.
So we'll be posting some pics. I wish our brothers down here for that. But it's gonna be a good show. But yeah, catch me at IG. Yep, Coach Montay 24 at IG.
All right, brother, enjoy that one, bro.
Continue to hit the like and subscribe, and continue to check us out. We appreciate this love and support as always.
Yeah, bro, enjoy that one, bro. That's gonna be a good time for you. Griff, let the people know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, IG Griff Nation 84, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, as CGriff 84.
All right, and you can find me in St. Louis rolling no dubs, and also on Instagram at Jackie Miles 42, and on X at Jackie Miles 42 as well. Catch us all on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling, or on X at Ebony Championship Rest. You can find B Dix, our bodyguard, on Cash App at BDix989. And as we wrap up another episode, we want to thank all the loyal followers out there. We appreciate y'all. If you are not a follower, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe these videos as they come out. Keep the wrestling chatter alive as we go forth, and make sure y'all like and add a comment so that you never miss a moment. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling signing off. But Coach, let them know.
We never tapping out.
Never tapping out. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night. Peace.